Here's your special edition on Sunday. So look, it seems as though 50 countries out of the 60 that received the reciprocal tariffs have already contacted the White House and they're like, I need a visit. Of course you do, right? So anytime someone asks you, are you happy with what you voted for? Of course, I voted for a pair, right? I voted for someone who actually had the balls to do something about it. And thank goodness, here we are, There you go. Anyway, it looks as though Fenway Park had their opening day yesterday, right? It was beautiful. They panned out to the field and the players, and then they panned to their mayor where everybody was booing her. Oof. You might want to consider a new career. You probably already know that, though. Anyway, it looks as though we need to talk to Congress. Congress, please come to the front. Now, let's talk about just a little bit, right, about what's important to Americans and what's not important to Americans, okay? What's important to Americans is that you make sure that we're not going to be double taxed because you guys keep not doing your job. I know we should all be shocked by this, but I'm going to be completely honest with you. This second part on why Americans don't care is the reason why we know that you guys would do this, right? You're more worried about being able to proxy vote, right? Vote in proxy. Now, I'm going to be completely honest with you. I don't give a shit if you just shat out a kid, okay? Get your ass back to Washington, D.C. They have paid childcare there. I mean, we don't even get that for Americans, right? I've had 4 children. Welcome to motherhood. Congratulations, right? It's a lot of fun where you try to juggle life and make money, and it's a lot of fun. Get back to work. You don't get to sit there and make proxy voting more important than what's important for Americans. Again, always you guys with your freaking hands out, needing something from us. If you were not smart enough to have children before you got voted in there, then you might need to take a break, give up that seat, go raise your kids, and then come back later when you've got that all settled out. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous. And Nancy Pelosi, I don't care how many times you break your damn hip, get your ass to Washington, D.C. and vote. Nobody even likes you in California. It's insane. Get out of here. Also, Congressman Sarah McBride, you said the other day at your rally that you were hands off on women's rights. What women's rights are those? Sarah, is it you as a man dressed in women's clothing, or are we trying to protect the rights of girls in women's sports? What women's rights are you trying to protect in that rally? Because I was very confused. I didn't really know what we were talking about. Anyway, you have some genius liberals coming out, right, talking about the tariffs and the manufacturing, right? They said, if you think that tariffs will bring manufacturing back to America, you have zero clue why manufacturing left America. Because they like to pay kids for free child labor, right? Which we don't allow that here. Or they like to pay grown-ass adults $1.60 for a whole day, No, we're not going to get that like they do in Vietnam. So it's going to cost them a little bit more to come here to America, isn't it? Then we had some other asshats say, we shouldn't want manufacturing back in America. It's good that it left. Nobody wants to work the manufacturing jobs here because we have a more sophisticated division of labor. Stay your ass at Starbucks then. Do you understand? There are plenty of people that would want to work in a manufacturing job where you're making $29 to $39 an hour. But stay at Starbucks, honey. No one's asking you to leave. Go make your large Carmiato, macchiato, whatever shit you guys have over there, okay? You just stay there at Starbucks. No one cares. Also, it looks as though this is my favorite, the media, right? MSNBC viewership takes a dive to 27%, and CNN is down over 10%. I don't know what y'all think. Have a good day.